It was only a matter of time until we saw a 3-row, fully electric crossover SUV from the Kia brand. This is the EV9, all new, seats up to 6, and with the seats folded down, you have plenty of space to haul some cargo. In this video, we're going to take a look at some of its features. We're going to take it out for a drive and give you some of our impressions. I'm George Torline, and this is Victory in Reseda. The 2024 Kia EV9 is an all-new 3-row SUV, which happens to be all-electric, utilizing the versatile eGMP platform used by the Hyundai Motor Group. Although this tester was assembled in South Korea, Kia will also produce the EV9 in the United States at Kia's West Point, Georgia assembly plant. Looking at the exterior, some say the EV9 looks like a scaled-up Kia Soul in its silhouette, with its roofline peaking at the top of the windshield and tapering back. However, the EV9 was scaled up to be even a tad longer than the Telluride at over 197 inches in length. To help balance the visual weight of the vehicle, areas of gloss black trim adorn all sides of the vehicle, which complement its shape. On the lower parts of the vehicle, metallic colored cladding is added over many of those gloss black areas to add visual contrast and convey a sense of ruggedness and utility. The Kia EV9 is penned with additional angular design language, particularly around the wheel arches, like those from other recent vehicles from Kia. The enlarged angled wheel housings give the EV9 a more substantial presence, yet with a modern twist. Inside those wheel housings contain wheels that, depending on the trim, range from 19 inches all the way up to 21 inches, like in this GT line tester. Inside, you'll find a clean and modern dashboard layout. The large instrument cluster screen and infotainment touchscreen are combined in a single pane that runs across the dash. A few basic physical buttons for the climate system can be found, but the remainder are part of the screens in the infotainment screen. We would like to see more physical buttons for those. Embedded into the dashboard below the infotainment screen are basic controls to help navigate around in the infotainment system, although they are not always easy to read, being embedded in the texture dashboard materials. Yet the texture minimizes fingerprints. Further down are 2 USB-C ports to plug in. Sliding open the cover on the center console reveals 2 adjustable cup holders. The seats in this GT line tester are two-tone colored and feature uniquely designed headrests. The second row captain's chairs can be outfitted with heating and ventilation, along with fold-out leg extensions for maximum comfort. The rear doors are long to help gain access to the cargo area and for access to the third row of seats. Behind the third row of seats, you'll find 20.2 cubic feet of cargo space. Fold down the third and second row seats, and you'll have 81.9 cubic feet of cargo space. But let's talk about the EV9's electric powertrain. DC fast charging is quick with its 800-volt architecture. Kia states charge times from 10 to 80% charging in under 25 minutes when connected to a 350 kilowatt DC fast charger and depending on the climate conditions. In this GT line tester, it features a 99.8 kilowatt hour battery connected to 2 electric motors driving all 4 wheels. The EPA estimated range for this trim of the EV9 is 270 miles. However, we managed a range of 236 miles, though in cooler temperatures at the time of testing in our care. The combined power delivered by the electric motors add up to 379 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque to move around 5,800 pounds of vehicle down the road. Yet, Kia estimates its 0 to 60 miles per hour time to be around 5 seconds. We're going to test that. To find that out and to get our other driving impressions, let's jump behind the wheel of the 2024 Kia EV9 for a drive. It is unmistakable, the design of the Kia products. With its chiseled design, the arch flares are chiseled, the lines are very sharp and unique. With this EV9, it carries on that tradition. You see that in the fenders, the upright pillars. The design philosophy certainly carries on with this vehicle, except it can carry 6 passengers with plenty of comfort, fully on electric. Like some of the other Kia products, we have the wide information and infotainment screen all on a single panel across the dash. Then you have the knob for the transmission stalk. The transmission stalk sticks out to the right and just below the steering wheel, and you twist it to put it into drive and reverse and push the button to put it in park. The steering wheel is a bit of an oval shape, which is a little different, but it's easy to get used to. It's got nice notches where your hands rest at the 9 and 3 position. Ride comfort's very smooth. Seats are comfortable. You got plenty of bolstering and adjustments. But let's see how it drives. Plenty of power to take you out of the turns. Even though it's designed for comfort, it handles through the bends fairly well. You know, when you're driving it a little bit spiritedly, it handles well. It doesn't plow. The back end doesn't want to do anything odd or unusual. At 50 miles an hour, we do have a little bit of wind noise with winds. We have some gusty winds today of about 20 to 30 miles an hour, and so we're hearing some of that coming through the cabin. So that could be just a tad quieter. But other than that, it's a quiet cabin environment. On this model, we have the panel roof with the sunroof in the front that opens and slides back. Okay, we're going to give it a test with 0 to 60 as we get down the highway. .09 seconds from 0 to 60 miles an hour. Not too bad. Considering the size of the vehicle, that's pretty darn good. We'll put our drive mode back into normal. The weight of the steering changes as you go between the modes, and the throttle response changes so that it's a little bit softer. It's not quite as aggressive on the throttle as you would be in sport mode. When looking at visibility, you have good visibility out the front, good side visibility. Looking at some of the sides to the back, it gets a little bit tougher to do, especially with the headrests up on the third row. Blocks your vision a little bit. But certainly you can keep those down. You don't have to keep them up unless you have passengers back there. Getting in and out of the third row isn't too bad. You got a button on the seat that will automatically push it up and forward and move the seat forward, allowing you to get in and out without much troubles. It isn't a large third row, but it's certainly enough for the kids and small adults. Space-wise, they utilize it very well. In the front cabin area, you have the center console that juts out, but it's open on the bottom, so you can stash a little cooler or some other things like a purse, whatever you'd like down there. Then you have a container that slides out from the back for the back seat occupants. Slide the sunroof open. Lots of air, so you got that. It's nice. So if you're looking for a electric family hauler that can do 6 passengers, the 2024 Kia EV9 would do a great job with that. You got plenty of space, it has good utility, it has versatility to the layout as far as optimizing space. It's one of the quicker charging vehicles on the market. It has reasonable range, it has good performance, and it's an impressive vehicle. You should check it out. Pricing for the 2024 Kia EV9 starts at $54,900 and is available in 5 trim levels. Our tester in the GT trim with options came to $78,430. You can read more about the Kia EV9 on our website at victoryandreseda.net. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.